Ime Udoka is joining Jalen and Jacoby. Thank you very much for joining the show.
I appreciate you guys for having me. Giving me too much praise right there, but you've been pushing for me for a long time, so appreciate it. I had to go get one for you. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. What are you most excited about coaching this group of Boston Celtics?
Obviously, the roster is the first thing you look at. You know, we got a 23 and 24-year-old, two young superstars on the wings, but the team overall in general, Jayson, Jaylen, it goes without saying what they've been able to accomplish, but just in general, having Marcus and the additions we made this offseason. But more so than that, the organization in general, the standard, the expectations, the pressure of winning. You know, for a first-time coach, you don't always get that. So that's what I'm looking forward to, not a rebuild, something to come in and win and have those expectations on my shoulder.
I'm glad you brought up expectations because we have a saying that success is a function of realistic expectations, and it kind of felt like the Celtics didn't perform up to expectations last year. What areas do you think they most need to improve next season?
I would say an overall team concept in general. You know, we have very good individual players that score at an elite level, but if we can get that team concept down, I think that'll help us tremendously. Getting back to the defensive mindset as well. You know, you got Marcus Smart, who's a pit bull at the point guard. We added Josh Richardson, Dennis Schroeder, bringing Al Horford back in the mix, and this Cantor, and so we feel like we can be a much better defensive team as well. So those two areas are something simple to touch on, as well as the growth of Jalen and Jayson in their young stage so far.
I love what you guys are doing with your squad. You got more versatile, you got faster. Like, I think you guys are going to be windshield wiper up and down the floor, getting stops, getting out in transition, giving teams problems.
Yeah, we have multiple handlers, multiple playmakers, and that's the area we need to see growth with Jalen and Jayson. It's not just, you know, scoring the basketball. It's those guys initiating offense and being better playmakers. That's the next step in their evolution. So, like you said, many guys can bring it, whether it's Al even pushing it on the break. We got guards bigs that can pass the ball, handle the ball, and do different things. So, have a lot of versatility with our lineups. You know, Dennis Schroeder and some other guys that can make plays. And so, like you said, I think we'll be a team that can get up and down. We can play big ball, small ball in a lot of different ways.
Well, last year you happened to be an assistant coach with the Brooklyn Nets, and now you are at the top of the Eastern Conference with the Brooklyn Nets. I know they're a little extra motivated to play against you. I saw Kevin Durant trash talking you this summer. What secrets do you have? How are you going to approach playing the Big Three in Brooklyn?
That's a tough task, no matter, you know, who you have defensively, and I feel we do have a great team. Those are three of the top probably 5 scorers in the league. Top 10 players in the league, so it's a tough task regardless. But, you know, with Kevin, we'll try to get a little PJ Tucker-ish there and try to be physical with him. That's the main thing you can do with him in general, but it's a tough task. We'll have our hands full, but on the other end, they got to guard us as well, so we'll try to put them in some situations to hurt them as well.
What is it like to be in a relationship with the legendary Nia Long?
Like I said, basketball is the easy part. Off the court has been more difficult in general. You know, balancing all that, you know, I'm not the Hollywood type. I'm pretty low key, and you know, basketball is what I've always done. I know you guys go back to your Michigan roots. She has family in Detroit, so I know you guys cross paths coming up and back in the day. But you know, I'll leave that to all the fans and everybody else's imagination. I'll just try to balance home life and basketball and leave it at that.
Well, just so you know, y'all first game, she gonna be trending. It's gonna be like you, Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Nia Long. Y'all all gonna be trending. Y'all all gonna be trending. And y'all gonna be winning by 20 at the same time, so you're gonna be happy that game.
Well, we're at the Garden, so hopefully that's the case. We're back in New York, so let's do it.
So you recently mentioned in an interview that you wanted Jayson and Jaylen to be more playmakers. What exactly do you mean by that? How do you expect their games to change?
You know, just like I said, they're going to have the ball in their hands a ton. They scored a lot individually last year. It felt like at times it was your turn, my turn. And we have a lot of good young talent on the floor, a lot of playmakers around them. And we like them to initiate offense, whether it's, you know, not just looking to score the basketball. Jayson took that role with the Olympics this year. And you know, he came off the bench, something he's probably never done. And he had great games, second leading scorer behind Kevin, but he was also a playmaker as well. And Pop is going to preach that. So that's something that he saw a little bit this summer and something he can continue to grow on.
Well, watching the success of Tyronn Lue, Monty Williams, I'm really rooting for Chauncey Billups. I'm really rooting for you. I know you guys are going to do an amazing job. Congratulations. This is your home floor. Feel free to come join us and kick it anytime.
Appreciate you guys for having me. I look forward to it as well. I've talked to all those guys, and we're all looking forward to our opportunity. So we got it now. Let's go do something with it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.